Hello everyone, we are here, we are live, we are ready to go with my helicopter at the end of the last stream. I was building a proto version of this, but this is, believe it or not, the finished product. It's kind of goofy looking, but I was practicing and it does seem to work. Before I get too far into this though, I should mention that there will not be a stream on Monday of next week. I will put an announcement to that effect on the Discord and on YouTube as well. But next week for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I am going to be busy, believe it or not, marking math contests. I volunteered for this crazy thing. I've done it in the past and it basically just gobbles up 3 full days. So Monday next week, no stream. There will be a stream on Thursday, don't worry about that, but just for the Monday next week, no stream. But anyway, we are taking a look at this helicopter. Let's just very quickly go over the changes I've made from it from the protocopter. One thing probably people are noticing right away is I added on these Mark 1 fuel tanks and cans and nose cones on the bottom here, but these are just for buoyancy because the plan for this thing, they are completely empty. There's nothing in them. The plan for these things are, for this thing is for it to be a rescue helicopter because giving aircraft purpose does give you contracts. I'm noticing I'm moving. Oh well, one thing at a time. Does give you contracts to rescue people from sea, so I wanted a sea helicopter that I could rescue said Kerbals with. But in order to unlock those contracts, I need to land on the helipad. So I have this contract here to land on the helipad, and I did practice, and I did land this thing on the helipad on top of the VAB, but I'm noticing here, I could go for the administrative building helipad. That's probably easier. We'll see. This is going to be one of these tasks that I'm going to give myself permission to save. In fact, I'm going to quick save right now. And give myself permission to at least try it a couple of times. If it starts to get too repetitive though, I'm gonna bail on it because people just don't want to see me probably crashing over and over again. And then I got a second contract to jump from an airplane to get up to 2,500 meters, and we're gonna push Valentina out the door. That's gonna be the plan, and she's gonna come down to the surface, and hopefully that will go well. I did put on, these are the bigger helicopter blades. They are the helicopter blade type B. I found although I could fly this thing with the smaller blades all right, when it came to getting up to 2,500 feet, the smaller blades didn't have the lift once the air got that thin. So why don't we get this thing started? I do have the deploy angle toggled to the throttle, so I can change the deploy angle. You can see how they change as I throttle it up and down. This thing generates, these blades generate a ton. Let me put it on the cap lock here. Hopefully this can be a little finer. These blades generate a ton of lift, and only a deploy angle of 1 degree is enough. And then I have the torque limiter set on for the motors set on the I and the K keys. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start these up. You don't have to get going too fast before this thing's going to take off. Maybe around 30% or so, and I think this thing should be taking off. Like I said, I did do some practicing. The helicopter blades are at different heights so that they won't crash into each other. Maybe a little faster. You worked in practice. Okay, maybe a 2 degree. There we go. See? Does not take much. There we are. We are off, and we're going to go in this direction this way. I'm going to bring this throttle down because one thing I learned to do is really watch my vertical speed. And there it is. That Kerbal Engineer is providing, and not let yourself get going too quickly. I'm already going higher than I want to. And we'll take a look at the administrative building first. Actually, I think Is the helipad on top of the building? Because if it is, I think the VAB is easier. It is. We're going to go to the VAB. That's the one I practiced anyway. So we're going to tilt this over a little bit. And I'm just steering, by the way, by just pitching and rolling the craft. That's it. So you roll this way, you go that way. A little less throttle. Oh, and a little bit more forward. And I can watch where that prograde vector is on the Navball. And I want to bring that vertical speed down. Come on. I want to see that vertical speed coming down, and I'm going to have to position myself right over the vehicle assembly building. And then if this goes successfully, we'll go up to 2,500 meters and we'll push Val out the door. Okay. Really low. Where's that? There it is. Really low on that torque. You need to start coming down. I found to get the torque percentage all the way down to about 1%, believe it or not, and that was enough for it to start descending. And I'm higher than I want it to be already. That's kind of too bad. So we're going to have to descend for a little bit here. Let's really decrease this throttle. There we go. Are we descending yet? Not yet. We're still going up. Okay, let's turn the throttle right off. Sometimes you just needs to plummet. I found this thing really has a ton of torque. It has no trouble kind of... So I've turned the throttle right off. And our vertical speed is still positive, but at least now it's decreasing. And then I think I made the right call. Yeah, I did. I think anywhere on the VAB I found worked fine. You can land on the roof, though I did in my practice put it right on the H. I was practicing with my protocopter too, so I actually landed on it twice. Okay, let's bring up our torque percentage up to about 1% here. And now we're coming down, and I'm noticing the rate at which we're coming down is I want to not come down too fast. There we go. And then we just got to watch this as we come down. Oh, yeah, that's on that. Good. And I'm definitely going to need to concentrate. I went higher than I wanted to. One thing that did happen when I practiced dropping Val, when I was doing that in practice, is I initially had these blades, the rotors were too low, and Val took it right in the head on my practice try in simulation. So I got an extra Oscar B in there to give those blades a little bit more height. Coming down at about 1 meter per second, which is plenty safe. Though it is shockingly easy. Can I quick save here? Nope, it thinks I'm crashing. It is shockingly easy to lose control of this thing if you pitch over too much. Definitely have to come backwards in this way a bit. So it's all just very slight adjustments on the Navball. Just want to come back over the building because I'm noticing I'm really... vertical speed is still about 1%. You need to still come back here a bit, guy. Come on. Back over the building. And I'm trying to talk at the same time as this, but it is kind of concentrating. I do have a plan to start to really explore Minmus. What I would like to get into in the next few streams is starting to get into really starting to get Kerbals in space way more often. Space stations, trips to the moon, trip to Minmus. But in order to do that, I need to start unlocking some things, and that means science, and the nearby body that I've really yet to exploit as far as science goes is Minmus. I did put a probe body on the top of this thing, so I have the ability to switch the orientation of the Navball, but that also switches the control scheme, and I found that messed me up more than it was worth. So I'm sticking with this view. Oh, I'm pitching the wrong way. It's that easy to mess it up. Coming down, and again, I just got to do this cautiously because I'm not that good. But I'm hoping I don't want to jinx anything. Nope, nope, back a bit, back a bit, back a bit. Try and put it right there on the H. Come on. Oh, oh, see what I mean? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Come on. Nope, 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 nope. No. No, come on, come on. No, 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 no. Is it gonna count? Is it gonna count? Okay, it wasn't pretty. I do have a screenshot to prove I did put it last time right on the H. I just kind of lost it at the end, but it counted. We are on the helipad. It's green, so I'm taking it. I'm taking it, and I'm running with it. So now what I want to do is get out of here. I guess I'm balanced on here. I have the brakes on just to stop the propellers. So I'm going to take the brakes off, and we're going to throttle. Oh wait, that's the wrong button. Wrong button. Okay, we're gonna throttle this right up, and hopefully we'll get up. Shoot. Up, 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 up. Oh shit. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. That's why I quick saved. I did quick save up there. But you pitch over just a little bit and you lose so much lift. I don't know. Hopefully this won't be too glitchy right on top here. Oh, we're back to here. Okay. You know what? I'm going to... Okay. Okay. I'm going to do the land on the helipad another time on my own. I did the proof of... I thought I saved on top of the building, but I didn't. So I'm going to do the second part of this now. I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to do the second part of this now, and I'm just going to go straight up and then drop Val. So I'm going to increase the pitch here of the deploy angle. I'm going to go up to about 8 because I want to get up pretty quickly. And if you go too high, like much about 8, I found 8 to be about most efficient. If you go higher than that, it doesn't like it. And then we're going to just crank this up. And we're off. And we want to get to 2,500. I'm just going straight up. Straight up, and then we're kicking Val out the door. Oh, dear. The problem is, of course, is when you pitch forward, back, or roll side to side, if you go on too much of an angle, you lose lift. And that's what happened there. I getting off on that angle, I lost lift, and then I tried to correct it, and I made it worse. And I should have put on the deploy angle higher right from the beginning. And then I think I did get my buttons mixed up too. I don't know. Sometimes my hands are kind of all over the place. So we need to get to 2,500 meters, and then we're going to kick Val out. Oh, you can see, by the way, our pilot is Michael A. Michael A will then have to land this again on the runway because that is a requirement to land on the runway. Ah, let me quick save that time. Yeah, yeah, there is video evidence that I did succeed and then just... Oh, well. All right. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the throttle here a bit because we are coming up, and I'm going to reduce the deploy angle a bit. Oh no, I need to keep that fairly high because the air is thin. But I want to reduce the rate at which we're climbing here. Oh, we're starting to go down. That's not good. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm not sure if I and K were the best choice for controlling the... Okay, we are going up again. Keep your hands on the I and the K. Again, 2,500 meters is what we're shooting for, and then Val gonna do a jump. Still rising at about 15 meters per second, but it's starting to decrease a little bit. Reduce that torque a bit more. Yeah. I don't know. It's not completely stupid looking, I don't think. Oh, we're over. So let's see. Let's reduce the torque a lot. And then we'll get rid of Val here. Okay, Valentina, you're EVAing. You're coming down here. I'm going to click on you because I want to make sure I can get your parachute when I need it. Where is that chute, by the way? Deploy chute. There we are. Okay. Let go. And she sort of gets stuck there. This is what happened last time. So I'm just going to have to... Oh, come on. Really? Really? I can't move her. Okay, so we're going to have to kind of... Which is the front of this thing? This way. Come on. Come on, Val. Fall out. Fall out. Fall out. Fall out. Fall. Are you kidding me? There she... Because I'm going to fall if I keep doing this. No! Don't get near those rotors. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, let's straighten out again. No. No, no, no. Oh, there she goes, there she goes, there she goes. Oh, no, 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 I gotta worry about this thing too. Okay, Valentina is falling. And deploy the chute. There she goes. Okay, okay. Is she unconscious or something? No. Like, why is the chute, like, not fully deploying? No, definitely. Okay, come on. Is she, like, I'm not sure why I'm getting no... Okay, I gotta go back to the plane. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay, okay, this is still here. That thing fell a lot while we were fumbling and bumbling. Okay. Where's Valentina, though? So I didn't like that her chute didn't... Oh, come on. Why are you being so awkward? Okay. Stop hitting the throttle. I should have put that the other way. Okay, throttle down. Where's Valentina? Oh, she's okay. Okay, okay. That makes me feel better. Okay, this thing's going up. Where is Valentina? That was very close to disaster. Okay, I don't know where she is, though. There she is. Let's steer you. Okay, okay. I can see my helicopter. I'm going to bring her down. I really don't particularly trust these parachutes. Okay, let's going to switch back to the helicopter very quickly. Helicopter seems fine. Okay. Let's get down. Oh, well, let's put her on this one. There we go. And then you have a lot of... They seem to work better if you're actually flying them, because you can sort of slow them down a bit. Whoa, there we go. And do this. Okay. Come on, down you go. Haven't got all day. Okay. She's down. That counts. Where's my plane? Not a flag. There we go. Okay, now I got to put this down on the runway. Oh my golly. That was kind of intense. Okay, this is on... Oh, my deploy angle's way the wrong way because of my fumbling. This needs to be up a lot more. That's why... Okay. And a lot less on the throttle. Just turn the throttle right off for now. I'm going to quick save again. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Where's the front? This is the front. I built this thing entirely symmetrically. It's kind of hard to tell which way's forward. Okay, a little bit. Oh, I keep... Okay, a little torque. Okay, so this is called falling right now, so let's torque this up. Reduce that vertical speed. So it's pretty impressive how much lift that those blades generate. Okay, so I need to come back a little bit, I can see that. Okay, let's reduce the deploy angle to 2%. And let's bring the torque right down, start coming down again. And we got to put this, I believe it has to go on the runway, like just on the ground's not good enough. Okay. So we're still going up, but not by much. And I have the torque right off, so these blades are just spinning now. They're not powered. I'm trying to come down. Okay, we're now going down. Oh my golly. Whose goofy idea was this? I still have the torque right off, if you look over here. We're now falling at, yeah, let's give a bit of torque here. We're starting to fall. I think I don't know what there is. There's some sort of, yeah, now we're falling fast. We're falling fast. Okay, we're good. There's some sort of feedback thing that happens. Like once you start going quickly, it's hard to stop it. Okay, reduce the torquing again. Okay. This will be a lot easier when it's just Kerbals in the water, I'll tell you that. I think I'm over the runway well. Again, still going upwards. But this time I'm not going to let my vertical speed get that high. Vertical speed is decreasing. Vertical speed is still positive, but not by much. And again, I got the motor torque. The rotor torque is at 0. Now we're starting to come down again, so I'm going to give myself a little bit of torque. So I don't want to start picking up speed like I did before. Come on. Vertical speed is approaching -1 meter per second. Oh my gosh. Vertical speed is approaching almost at 2 meters per second. A little more torque. I don't want to pick up too much speed going down. Okay, I actually started slowing down my rate of descent there a bit. I don't want to come down. 2 meters per second feels good to me. It's still going to take a while. One thing I've noticed too with all of the prop things, that if you do a time warp, a physics time warp, the props go berserk. The physics of all of this does not like any form of time warping at all. A little more. Okay, that's a nice rate of descent right now, about 2.3. You know, I should really reduce the... I don't know. I was thinking the percentage change on that torque, but it seems to be okay. Okay, let's... Oh, push the wrong button. Not too fast. Come down. Nope, now it's starting to slow down again. Okay. There's a little bit of sideways motion happening that I don't like. I don't want to get too... This is what happened on the... Started getting into too many adjustments just before touching down, and things went really badly after that. So I don't want to get too much... How far are we? 29 meters. Oh, I see the shadow. Come on, come on, come on. Brakes. And we're down? Oh, come on. How is that not landed on the runway? Then land and stop your airplane at one of the following locations: the runway or the spaceplane hangar air terminal. I am there. Maybe it's not counting it as an airplane. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not... That's entirely possible. As far as I'm concerned, I'm down. I don't think it's going to give it to me. I don't think it's going to give it to me, so this is something for later. As far as I'm concerned, maybe I'm not close enough to being on the runway. Does it just need to go back a little bit? Is that possible? Is that possible that it just needs to go back just a smidge? That seems a little scary. Let's see if I can give a little bit of... Oh. Maybe I'm just not quite on the runway enough. Or maybe it's not counting this as an airplane. Let's try... Oh, I should have F5 this. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back. Reduce the torque. Reduce the torque a lot. I'm thinking that might not have been enough on the runway, so I'm going to go try and see if we can put it right on the line here. And again, I've turned the throttle off. It's ridiculous how much torque you get so quickly, how much lift you get so quickly. Still going up. I was hoping just to do a little shuffle. Doesn't want to give me the little shuffle. Still going up, but just about to start go down. This will most certainly be the last try. Okay, a little bit. Giving a little bit of torque. Helicopters ain't easy. I'm sure I know there are people, YouTubers, that make this look really easy, and maybe for them it is really easy. But for me, this ain't easy. I'm looking forward to getting into space once this is done. Space is easy. Helicopters are hard. What's our vertical speed? Okay, it's fine. Vertical speed is fine. Okay, if this doesn't count, we're done. No. I think it's not counting this as a plane. I think that's what's going on here. Well, the heck with you. The heck with you. I don't care. Okay, we're recovering. I don't care. We'll deal with this on my own time. As far as I'm concerned, that's a success. Okay. Okay, so what's the plan? Let's see. We'll recover that. And we'll recover Valentina here. There she is. Okay. And yeah, I know technically that was a fail, but I don't know. I'm counting as it's a emotional success. So what I want to do, I want to get into the administrative building here, because last episode finally finished off that flybys, planetary flybys. I'm not grabbing that one again. But what I want to do is I want to get, I believe I mentioned, a ton of science. And Minmus is just crying for science. So I want to take advantage of the fact that I still do have this probe frenzy strategy going, which gives me a nice decrease in the amount it costs me to do uncrewed land or uncrewed vessels, and also gives me some bonuses on the milestones for uncrewed stuff. But what I think I will do is also grab the Minmus probes. So Minmus probes gives me a funds and science bonus for milestones in and about Minmus. And so I think I have already done hardly anything at Minmus. And what I need to do to complete this strategy, I need to land 3 uncrewed vessels in 3 different biomes on Minmus. I think that's a piece of cake. And what the plan is for today, I want to kind of put some relays out around Minmus. And then next stream, I'm going to be doing 3 landings, and we're just going to get a whole ton of science. And then with that science, we're going to unlock all kinds of station parts and things like that, and really get going with getting Kerbals into space. That's going to be the plan. We've had some Kerbals in space, but they've just been... Oh no, we actually landed on the moon. What am I talking about? But I want to get into space using stations and things like that, and really... Here, let's get rid of this. Really start taking advantage of what's in space. So, I've already done relays before. I did them around the moon, and I got me this moon relay somewhere. There it is, moon relays. We'll bring that up. And what's lovely about Minmus is that the delta V requirements around Minmus are very close to the delta V requirements for the moon. So I'm thinking all I need to do, I'm just going to rename this right now, Minmus Relays, is, oops, I had all caps on, is I'm just going to modify this. So we're going to take the booster off. We're going to delete the fairing for now. So basically this thing has 3 satellites. There's 1, 2, and then the third one is the actual body itself carrying it. And we're going to put them in a triangular arrangement, an equilateral triangle about Minmus this time. Already did it around the moon. This time we're doing it around Minmus. Let's just take a quick look at the probes. I shouldn't be doing any science. I want to send some science. No, there's no science on this, so that is good. We're not going to worry about science. This is just all about communication. The 2 HG5 antennas are fine for Minmus. Let's switch that to the control. We'll take a look at one of these satellites. All right, and what's going to happen is this guy's going to go into an elliptical orbit. It's going to drop the satellites at periapsis each time, and then the satellites are going to complete the circularization. And for that, they only need about 10 meters per second of delta V. Literally, like really, that is all they need. This guy has 134 meters per second of delta V. It's got the Oscar A fuel tank, which at the time was my smallest fuel tank, but I actually now have a smaller fuel tank. Let's arrange these by mass. There's my itty bitty little PRBE-4 liquid fuel tank. I think it is personally adorable. The Ant is my smallest engine. That's now 400 meters per second of delta V. Oh my gosh, might as well bring the mass of this as low as it can. Even that's 84 is still like way more than I need, but that's okay. It's okay to have more than you need. Okay, we're gonna put the dishes back on here. All right, are these being included in the planner? Yes, they are. So let's take a very quick look. If this were in the shadow, how long will it last for? It will last for 35 minutes. I think that's sufficient. I worked out in the orbit that I want that the night it'll be in the dark for 32 minutes. Oh, maybe that's a little tight now that I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Well, it doesn't hurt to put on a couple more batteries. Put on a couple more batteries. Actually, let's put them on the top. Yeah, we'll just do that. That now it's, yeah. Now it'll last for almost an hour. I think that's fine. Yeah, that's I think all it needs. I was thinking, do I want to put a KOS probe core on this thing? I don't think I do. 44 meters per second of delta V. Let's just top this up a little bit. Why not? 88 meters per second of delta V. That's not hardly adding any mass. And lights. I think at the time I originally built these, I don't think this thing had the lights. I don't think I had lights unlocked yet, so we're going to put some lights on. I was thinking like this. 4 times symmetry, like that. Yep. And then maybe make them ambery colored. So like ambery blinky lights. Blink on. Half-second interval. There we go. That to me, that's an entire satellite on its way to Minmus. Okay, so let's put the main body back on here. Let's make the same changes to this one. I think. Yeah, let's make. I think if I make this the pro. Oh, it spun around on me when I did that. Okay, I'll have to make sure that that's easy to fix later. There, is that now one? Yep, it is. And let's make the same changes. Electricity, put a couple of batteries here on the top. Just two. Like that. Took off the antennas here. Replaced that with a little tiny fuel can. Took out most of the fuel. I think it had 80 something meters per second of delta V. 88, that sounds right. And lights. I think that's all I did. And I think these guys are identical. Ambery colors. There we go. Blink on. I think that's going to be it. Put this back. Boop. Let's make this back to the root part. I'm not sure what the orientation of this thing is. I guess I'll have to work that out because it did that spin. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Okay, and now in order to do the get to Minmus and do the circularization, and for this thing to insert itself at the end, this is a third saddle. Oh, I do not need the... this is the Kerbal Engineer flight computer. Don't need that. I get that for free because I now have a Tier 3 tracking station. I do want... Whoops. Let's make this guy now the root part. I do want a KOS probe core in there. There it is. We will jack up the disk space and we will select our boot file. That goes back. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Delta V. This thing needs, by my calculations, let's make sure this is all right. I think it is. Yep. By my calculation, this thing needs about 1,110 meters per second. It now has 1,270. I don't think I need to change anything on it. I think I'm going to leave it exactly the way it is. I think this is the whole show. Oh, lights. It needs lights. Of course it needs lights. We always need lights. So I'm going to put some lights just here. Change them to whites. And again, blinky lights. Blink on, half-second interval, and then we'll actually put in some lights. Hopefully this can kind of light up the inside when this is going. We'll see what happens. Which may be what might work better. Can you stick them on the bottom here? Is this? Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not. You can't. Okay. What might work better? I'll put them in here, right about there-ish. Does gray work best? Yeah, I think it does. And these are going to be just white, and they'll just come on. I think that'll be fine. All right, and that's still 1254 meters per second of delta V. That should be fine. I think that's it. I think I really do think we are good. I'm a little bit concerned with the orientation of this because my probe script, my launch script that's with KOS will orient it so that it's north up. It's the default way it comes out of the VAB. I want to make sure. I can probably tell if I just take another probe hex core. Stick it on the bottom. Yep, I can tell because of the hex word there, right? It's only on one side. That's the default way it is. I just want to make sure this is in the default. We'll put the... there, that's back. Boom! I think we're good. I think we got it. We can put this back on again. Actually, what I should do... This is a launcher. I think this launched every single one of my interplanetary probes. It's so old, but it keeps working well for me. But I did do a few upgrades to it, so I'm just gonna grab the slightly better version of it, which is I got this RH2 and R. Oh, there's hammers and thumpers. That's with yeah, this one. This one's a slightly better version of this thing, and then we can build this fairing back up. There we go. That's nice. We'll build this fairing. Straight up. And close her off. And this is already flown before. Oh, it's not on clamshell deploy. Silly Billy, be on clamshell deploy. Let's just check to make sure everything is sensible. What is... No, this is not sensible. We don't want this staged. So it's going to be the boosters on the bottom. Then the clamps. And then when the boosters go, that rocket comes on, but definitely this one shouldn't. And that decoupler comes on at the same time as that. Yep. And then the rest of this we'll do manual like to deploy all those guys. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, a good idea is to deploy force percentage down to 0, so these won't deploy too strongly. There we go. All right, and that's 3,797 meters per second of delta V to get into orbit. That should be fine. Should be fine. Let's adjust some thrust weights. I suspect this one's at full throttle. It is. All right. What's up with the launch clamps? Is there something wrong with the launch clamps? I don't think there's something wrong with the launch clamps. I do have to check action groups. So on 5 needs to be this fairing. That's for KOS. I think when I launched my Moon ones, I don't think I was playing with KOS at the time. 0 needs to be the antennas. So toggle antennas. Actually, wait. Hang on. Let's think about what you're doing here. Let's just toggle those ones and these ones. Don't need all of them to go. And I don't like the way this is. Okay, we'll fix that in a little bit. 1 was toggle antennas. I don't want 1 to toggle any antennas. That should be good. So that should be good for action groups. I just want to take this probe here. Oh, I'm on big symmetry group. And I just want to rotate it like that. That's better. That's much better. Okay. Do they look weird, my launch clamps? Getting comments in the that they look weird. Oh, I do have Restock that has changed the look of a lot of the parts, including the launch clamps. So that could be what you're seeing as being weird, is the launch clamps. That's the Restock mod. I think I'm ready to go. I think I'm ready to go. I think I'm ready to go to Minmus. So let's save this, and I think I'm just going to launch it just the way it is. No tests, no nothing. It's just a modification of something that's already flown before. So let's launch. Yeah, let's go. On our way to Minmus to put in relays. Checklist. I never did go through my checklist, did I? No, I didn't. That's confidence or stupidity. We'll find out very soon which one it is. Okay. Minmus relays. Clearly, I do have a contract here. Clearly, this contract and this contract we dealt with at some other time. I do have a contract to put relays. I got a lot of contracts I've been unlocking in preparation. This one here, though, is really simple. Is to put a relay satellite in orbit about Minmus. I want to put in relays anyway, so I figured this is a nice way to get this done. Okay, so in order to go to Minmus, haven't done a lot with Minmus. Here, we'll set it as a target. Minmus is an inclined orbit, and what I prefer to do is launch when our launch site, right here, is underneath the ascending or descending node for Minmus's orbit. So you find that. You know, I should write a KOS script for this. I think we're really close to it right now. I think we're so close to it, I might just go for it. Look at that. So you just put the Moon's orbit and Minmus's orbit edge on, and you want to be right where they cross. And to be honest, I think I'm just going to do it. I think we're so close. I'm just going to do it. So I need to launch towards the south. I can see that. Otherwise, yeah, let's go. Let's go. So we have to run our launch script. We're going to go into a -6-degree inclination. We're going for an 80-kilometer orbit. This is untested, but then again, no Kerbals. So if it blows up, it blows up. I won't be too upset. First step is good. I actually have so much cash. Like, look at my cash. I'm at 2.2 million Kerb bucks. I've yet to upgrade the Research and Development Center, and that is a 2+ Kerb buck upgrade. I also haven't upgraded. There's a lot of things that I haven't upgraded yet. The spaceplane hangar, the vehicle assembly building, the astronaut complex, all of these things. The launch pad, I think, is still... No, it might be tier 3 now. Maybe not. I don't know. A lot of things are tier 2 still. I kind of tend to upgrade things as I need to upgrade things. N, Javier asks, what's the N for? The N is for a normal... it's for the attitude of the rocket, how the rocket's going to roll. N is for, I put for normal, and it is the default orientation as it comes out of the VAB. I also can put in an I for inverted, and what it will do is roll it so that the dorsal side of the rocket is down. And basically that's for things like space shuttles and stuff like that, that you want to kind of roll them. You don't have to do that, but I think they look cooler doing that. So that's why that option is there. For a symmetrical rocket like this, I just leave it in the default orientation. Okay. Just nerfed the thrust there. Oh, N is for non-inverted. That's probably true. I probably have said that in the past. PX Delta says N's for non-inverted. And I said, yeah, you're probably right. I probably did think that. But whatever. N is for not, yeah. Problem is, in the context of this game, the word normal can mean too many different things. Read the small print. Is there small print? Yeah. I'm really bad. Malcolm says read the small print. It's probably too late now. 5 megameters on this thing? Is that really right? I think I might have a mistake here. Because it's not green. That's not a good sign. I always get mixed up. What's the megameters and gigameter thing? Oh well. Might not have enough antennas. I think 5 megameters might be stupid. I know there are contracts in this relay pack that want you to put on a ridiculous... Oh no, it aborted. Why on earth did you abort? Sorry. I'm locking on prograde. We can save this. Something happened. Okay. We are actually... quite low. I was not paying attention. Something bad happened there. We'll try and save this. Okay, I'm at full throttle, and I'm just... Okay, we are over 80 kilometers on our apoapsis. Not sure what happened there. Wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the fine print. This 5M for the antenna strength might be... Here, let's lock that on prograde now. What's my inclination at? 6.5. So our inclination's a little high too. Shoot. Okay. I'm noticing here the program aborted. It might have felt it was too far off its desired trajectory. Might be too little thrust on this. Might have been what happened there. I think we're okay, though. Okay, we can lose the fairings. That's a 5. I think we might be all right. I think I might have saved it. Yeah, it looks like this is another contract and I might get burned on. There are some contracts in this pack. They want you to put a stupid number of antennas on it, and it really kind of drives me crazy. And this might be one of them. There was a moon one that just put a relay around the moon and you're good. Here, let's put the lights on. Let's put the antennas deploying. Oh, no, now it says 5 megameters. I'm good. I just had to deploy the antennas. Okay, I'm going to run. Oh, no, I'm going to circ at Apo, please. Yay, there we go. So it's going to do our circularization burn now. And then we got to run the X-Man script. So I just had KOS plot the circularization burn at apoapsis. And it's 219 meters per second. There's still 318 meters per second left in the booster, so we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, so I didn't get burned on this contract. 5 megameters is this. I always get mixed up with... Yeah, megameters is not a lot. Megameters is less than a gigameter. I know my metric prefixes. I was a little worried that it wasn't in the green, but once I deployed the antennas, this guy went in the green. So all I got to do is get in an orbit, and it's just got to be below 1.1 thousand kilometers, which is nothing. Oh, this might be a lot of thrust here right at the... Oh, no, it won't. This thing doesn't have a lot of thrust. How much is the thrust-to-weight ratio right now? Ooh, 4. Yeah, it's going to really kick in the pants. Okay, this is going to be a kick-in-the-pants circularization here. It's too late to change it now. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Okay. So, overshot my target apoapsis a little bit. It's about 86.6 kilometers by 86.2 kilometers. That's okay. That's hardly a big deal. Let's run... I still got that align thing that I was using last time, right? There it goes. Okay, so everything's good. We're golden. We're fine. Why don't I, while I'm at it, thinking about it, why don't we reduce the thrust on this so that thrust to weight's not completely stupid. There we go. Okay. Yep, that's pretty good. So delete that. All right. Okay, so we are now oriented. Notice it doesn't orient to the normal vector. See how it's actually orienting it into an appropriate attitude for the inclined orbit that it's in. Okay. I think my orbit's still okay. Whatever. We'll get them in this one way or the other. What is this? They're still on there. Why is that locked? Okay, whatever. I'm saying whatever a lot. That's not good. Okay. Let's get out to Minmus. So this should be about 920. So let's just type that in. 920 meters per second. There we go. And then we'll play with the timing a bit. Trying to get better at doing these things more quickly. Is that getting closer? I think I'm underneath it because I think I'm a little bit off on my inclination. Oh yeah, we're a little off on our inclination. That's okay. Move this guy out of the way. We'll get it just to be, and then we'll do a mid-course correction. No big deal. Let's just play with the timing just a smidge. Might as well get this as small as we can. Oh, I'm looking at my curb and parry. Oh my gosh, I was looking at the wrong set of numbers. Oh, I still gotta go this way. Oh, there's a... Okay, wait. Never mind. Never mind. My timing was just bad. Other way. Guess my inclination wasn't as bad as I thought it was. That was too much of a change there. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Okay. Okay, how close can we get here? I think I'm ready to... get a little bit too picky sometimes about how... I think that's good. I think that's good. Let's... Which way do I want to come around prograde, of course. So a little bit back this way. Yeah. Well, we'll do a correction anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal. Okay, this burn's coming up in 9 minutes. So let's warp to the burn. And run our executor. 5 megameters is 1 HG5 antenna. Thank you, Max. Max said that. 5 megameters is 1 HG5 antenna, which is completely reasonable for a relay around Minmus. I just thought they added something stupid, and I momentarily was mixed up between the M and the G, which is silly. Okay, let's time warp to this. And again, I got to get ready. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, well. It's too late to fix it now, isn't it? Okay, no it isn't. I forgot that my launch script can't handle staging events. There we go. I forgot there was a staging event in there, and I can't handle staging events. They're not good enough. I'm not a good enough programmer for that. Alright, destination Minmus. Here we can do a little bit of time warping here, speed this up. Okay. I actually ended up using KOS to just align with the vector here. It's funny how you can use... What do I have SAS on? Whoa. Slow down. It's funny how you can use things like KOS to completely... Oh, I think I lost my throttle. Oh my gosh. Okay. Obviously, a correction burn is in order. I can't spell a line suddenly. There we go. I was just about to say, it's funny how you can use things like KOS to completely subvert, you know, the probe and pilot upgrades in this game. But oh well, I don't care. Okay. So I need to bring this up into Minmus's plane. I need to bring it radially this way. That's way too far that way. Oh, okay. How close are we? Maybe a little prograde, I guess. I was playing with the radio parts and I can see like that moves it further. That only moves it so much. What if I play with the timing of it a bit? Ah, that does the trick. There we go. Just have to do it when we're closer. And I want this periapsis to be 377.035 kilometers. That is the orbit that I'm shooting for. I'm trying to get away with burning as little as I can, but I think this is probably pretty close to it. That's too much. 377.035. And of course, doesn't have to be super precise there. But a circular orbit of 377.035 0.035 kilometers gives me a period of 12 hours for that orbit, which is a nice period to work with. I can see it's going to be coming in inclined a bit, but that's okay. Let's come northwards. I do want to be... We're going to have to make some plane changes too, but what's nice about Minmus is that it's so light. Like the body itself is so light that it's so small. That's the word I'm looking for. It really isn't a big deal. Okay, 377. Dun-dun-dum. So what am I at? About a 27 meter per second burn. That's not a big deal. That's good. All right. Let's get out there. So it's a 2-second burn. So let's reduce our thrust here. 6 seconds sounds good. Okay, let's get out there. Whoa! Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, we'll let this... I still have this script going. And I think it, in combination with persistent rotation, not a good combination. So, I still have my alignment script going. Okay, let's run that X-Man. I think everything's good. That was funny. All right, 30 seconds to the burn. And see how close this gets. Here it comes. Oh, it's so nice doing all this stuff closer to home and not interplanetary and fighting with all of that finicky stuff. That's close enough. See, that align little align program, which aligns the solar panels for me, it keeps running until I hit delete, because it lets me sit there and wait for it to settle down, and then I can hit delete. I shouldn't be time warping. Oh, shoot. Oh, I gotta hit this delete. There we go. Don't do that. What are you doing to me? There we go. All right, let's get to out of maneuver when we cross into Minmus's sphere of influence in 5 days. So let's say goodbye again. Oh, more battery issues with the moon relays. We will go out to those moon relays at some point in the future. They are in a state. But once we get sort of our Kerbals established and being able to go back, when back and forth to the moon become routine, we will use that as an opportunity to fix up those moon relay satellites, because they are in a bit of a mess. Okay, that is our alarm for crossing into Minmus's SOI. There is Minmus right there. Let's put this back on orbital. That's better. Okay, cross in there. Did we cross? I think we crossed. I just realized I'm retrograde. That doesn't matter. That doesn't... I'm realizing I'm coming in retrograde on Minmus, but that doesn't matter. It was just by accident. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to really reduce the thrust on this. This thing still has a lot of ignitions. Oh, not a ton. And I want to make that 377.35. As far as I can tell, it's above Minmus's equator, though it's kind of hard to tell. We're going to put this on the radially out vector, which is not that one. Which is that one. And I want just... How much did I reduce that throttle by? I'm very paranoid. Let's get in here and like 0.5 that. That's good. That's what I want to see. So we're just pushing that Apple. That's good. 3377.053. That is fine. Get the solar panels nicely aligned again. I know my inclination is not right, but that's okay for now. We'll fix the inclination in just a little bit. So, in fact, we'll fix the inclination while we do this capture. So, what I need is my apoapsis to be about, I wrote it down here, 561.83. You'll see how all this will work in just a little bit. What did I say? 561. 561.83. And actually, what I'm mostly interested in, and I think this will tell it to me, yes, is what the period of this capture will be. And KSP does give you the predicted period. I want this period to be 2 days and 4 hours as exactly as I can. That's really the really important bit of this. So we're dialing this in. There it is. 2 days, 4 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds. So the idea of all of this... Oh, shoot, I got to still fix inclination. But I'll explain the idea here. The idea here is that we're going to come into this orbit, which is elliptical, but with a period that is 16 hours. And we're going to drop one of our satellites, and then we're going to ride around with the vessel. We'll circularize the satellite we drop to a period of 12 hours so that this orbit will be 4 hours more than 12 hours, which is exactly 1/3 of the period I want. So that if we do one more orbit, we'll end up 1/3 of an orbit off from the satellite I dropped. And that's what I want. I want 3 satellites all equally spaced around the circle. If you don't get that, we'll see how that works in just a little sec. But I just realized as well, I need to fix inclination. That's my own silliness. I want this inclination to be 180. So we got to see if we can get this to. Might not. No. 174, 175, 177. I can't get it exactly to 180, but that's because I'm not exactly on the node here. So I got to play with the timing a bit. Will that help? Oh, I was looking at the wrong numbers. That never helps to look at the wrong numbers. Okay. The question is, can I get closer to 180? I'm looking at this number right here. Oh, I think I can get it. I can get it. There we go. So inclination, no, that's the longitude of the ascending node. Inclination's at the top. Oh my gosh, why are both those numbers too close? Okay, I need to move it a little further. You know what? I think I'm being too picky. Let's put it back on periapsis. Let's just get the inclination as low as we can get it, or I guess technically as high as I can get it. And then we'll fix the inclination after. It'll be cheap. Okay, I need to bring down my period again. Oh, it was so close before, and now it's being a pain. Okay, it's not going to let me get it exactly, but it's 2 days, 4 hours, and 2 seconds. My inclination is 177.2. Ideally, it should be 180, but that's good enough. That's going to be a good enough burn for now. Let's fix this thrust limiter because it's saying the burn will take forever. That's good. All right, we are ready to go. So let's get ourselves, I don't need alarm clock anymore. Let's get ourselves to that burn. Oh, I did the same thing, didn't I? I did. Oh dear. That's okay. Okay, let's get you on there. Okay. Delete to end that. Run the X-Man script. Signal lost. Oh no. Oh dear. Signal lost, waiting for acquired signal. This is not good. I should have seen, we can recover, but I should have. Shoot. As long as we get a capture, we're fine. I don't think it'll let me even maneuver. Where's our communication lines? Shoot. Oh, we just got it. Okay, it's doing it. It's doing it. Oh, if I started the script, it's doing it now. We just got our communication. If I started the script before I lost my communication, that wouldn't have been a problem. The script would have executed anyway. I gotta think about these things. We'll see how close it gets. Again, the main thing is the period. Where is period? It's on this one, isn't it? This one? Period. That's what I want. Okay, it overcooked it just a smidge. Okay, program has ended. Let's get rid of that. And we're going to turn down this thrust limiter a lot. Spin this around to prograde. My period is a little bit too long. So I want to fix that. Oh, it gave me the contract, so I don't have to worry about that. It's saying that's good enough, but it's not good enough for me. Okay, I want to increase this period by about 5 minutes. So, I went 9 seconds too long. I got to be careful with this. How many ignitions I got left? I shouldn't fart around 11. I'm 9 seconds off. It's close enough. It's close enough. Close enough for this purpose. Okay, that's that. And this time I'm going to actually exit this program. There. And then we won't get that wobbly stuff. Now, what I need to do is still fix my inclination. My inclination is 177.2. I would love it to be just like exactly 180. And in order to do that, I need to know where the ascending and descending nodes of this orbit is. And I can't really tell, but I can if I bring out my Kerbal Engineer. And if I edit, I'll edit this first HUD here. And I'm looking at orbital, and I'm looking at time to equatorial ascending node and time to equatorial descending node right there. Turn that off. Get rid of Kerbal Engineer. And it's telling me I am 3 hours and 7 minutes. That's the one that's coming first from the equatorial ascending node. So let's get to that. So I'm just looking at the time here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close enough, about a minute away. This is the ascending node, so I need to burn in a anti-normal direction, so that's completely the other way. This way. My thrust really low? I want this. Yeah, it is. So what I'm looking here at is my inclination. And where is my time? I'm about almost at 20 seconds too, so we'll get ready to do this. But this should fix my inclination. I want it to be 180. So I need a lot of thrust. Okay, that's 179. There, 180 inclination. So I'm super happy with that. What is my period at? My period's still a little off, but honestly, that doesn't really matter. Actually, I don't need to align it. The alignment is fine the way it is. So, what I'm looking at... Whew. As we move along, is this... Oh, boy. So, I want to... Let's time warp. Open up this. I've got to get to my periapsis, get ready to drop my first satellite. So, let's say 10 minutes before periapsis. Yep. And we'll time warp to that, and then I'm hoping this will really make a lot of sense. I'm a little bit concerned with my signal over here. Like, am I going to get the... Oh, I got it. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. So, we're all good. Not going to use this. Okay. Going to point this retrograde, because that's the direction we got to burn anyway. Come on, retrograde. And we're going to insert this first satellite here. So we're just going to take this. We're going to decouple it. We're going to switch to our satellite here. Turn this engine on. Activate. Okay, what's the thrust to weight on this? It is berserk. So we're going to turn this right down. And what we need to do, let's just time warp a little. We need to bring this period down to exactly 2 days. And it only will take about 10 meters per second. Actually, why don't we use... No. Yeah, let's use a maneuver. Let's do run... Here, I have this. Why not use it? Circ at... periapsis, because that's all I got to do. What? Run circ at PER. Okay, I'm not quite sure what... Oh, I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on. I think I turned this thrust way too low. And it's trying to create the maneuver in the past. Circ at periapsis. Okay, I don't know what's going on. We're going to do this manually. I'm not sure what's up with that. Okay, we're going to turn this thrust down. What is our time to periapsis here? We're still 8 minutes away from periapsis, so let's get ourselves a little closer. Looking at our time to periapsis up here. Actually, it's down here too. Okay, keep that locked on periapsis, SAS on. And again, all I want to do is bring this period down to 2 days right on the button. So let's start throttling. Okay, we're good. Oh, we can let ourselves get a lot closer. Not quite sure why that's... I could have been typing something wrong. I wasn't reading the error messages that were coming up. Okay. So I'm just watching this period. That is the most important if you are doing this. Getting the period right down. That is what is the most important thing. Using pitch to kind of adjust the period a little bit. Okay, a little bit. Oh, overdid it. No, I didn't. What did I do here? Just put it on there. Okay. That, I overdid it. I always end up overdoing it. 0.5. That back. Gotta go to prograde. Gotta add 11 seconds to this. And then it's there. There we go. 2 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. Let's align this onto the normal vector. So that is relay satellite numero 1. Inserted. So now if we go to our other probe, gotta see it here. Relays. There we go. I don't think I'm close enough to switch to it, am I? Oh, I am. Nice. Okay, put it on its normal vector. And for those people that have never seen this happen before, here, I'll use alarm clock again to add another alarm about 10 minutes before we're at periapsis. Add that alarm. So, as we ride around, here is our transfer vehicle, and here is the satellite I just dropped. It is in a lower orbit, so it will be going faster. But because this orbit here is about 4 hours longer than this orbit, which 4 hours being a third of the period of this orbit, when we get to here, it's going to stop us. This should now be a third of an orbit in between, or very, very close to it. And we're just going to drop another satellite, and then we just do that one more time with the main thing. There we go. Oh, I should rename the vessel. Very, very astute of you. I should definitely rename the vessel. PX Delta says, rename the vessel. You're absolutely 100% right. We'll do it with this one. So this is, we're going to extend these antennas, because I want to make sure I can communicate with this thing. Okay, and then we're going to decouple this. Yeah. It's not going anywhere. And we're switched to you. See if I can not nudge you out of here. If I just use a little kick with the... There we go. Back. Oh, I turned it the wrong... Ah, well, it worked. It worked. Okay. Turn on this. Thrust limiter. Get it down. Again, I want this thrust to weight to be... Let's activate that engine. Thrust the weight much lower than that. That's good. Okay, let's rename this one. So this one is going to be renamed as Minmus Relay 2. The one we just dropped is Minmus Relay 1, and then we'll rename this one Minmus Relay number 3. Okay, let's get close. Let's see if I can figure out why that was happening with the KOS script. So if I run circat periapsis really doesn't like it. There's some sort of error happening there. This might be the first time I've tried to run it when I actually have a capture already. Maybe there's something in the script that doesn't like the fact that we're already captured and I'm trying to... I don't know. Let's get close to periapsis. We don't need it anyway. Okay, so 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Put that onto retrograde, and the same idea, reduce our period down to exactly 2 days is all this is about. And we'll have a nice relay system around Minmus, all ready for us to do our landings. Okay, throttle up. This time I'll try not to overcook it. Okay, I'm going to really reduce this throttle. Here, let's keep that pinned. Need to knock off another minute and 40 seconds. Need to knock off 3 more seconds. Put that right down to 0.5. 2, 1, 0. There, done. That's another one inserted. Oh, I'm still locked to retrograde here. Oh, there isn't a KOS module. Jack Marriott says there is not a KOS module on that probe. And yes, he is 100% correct. I only have a KOS module on this guy. So that is me being very, 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 very dense. Okay. While I'm at this and thinking about it, so there, it was a dumb problem. This is Minmus relay number 3. Again, adding an alarm for periapsis. 10 minutes. Again, I'm going to watch it from out here because I think it's easier to see what's going on from out here. So, time warping. So this one here should now fall right in this position between those two. Here, let's put on all the lines. You can see all our lines. Warning, Minmus Relay 3 batteries are almost dead. Oh, now they're fine. Don't know what that was about. Why did it have something bad? I thought I worked that out. I don't know. Maybe I didn't work it out as well as I thought I did. There we go. See, it's making a nice triangle between these ones. And we'll delete that, and we don't need alarm clock, but now this should finally work. Run circ at periapsis. Hey! Now I don't know what its predicted period's gonna be. We'll find out. We'll fix it once it's done. So that's fine. Here we don't need this anymore. Amazing when you actually have the KOS module on there that it finally suddenly works. Okay, this is only a 5.5. Oh, even with as little thrust as this, it was saying this burn was only going to be 5 seconds. It's only 5.5 meters per second for the burn. Told you that this circularization was almost nothing. Okay, let's warp to the maneuver. Oh, it's there. And run that X-Man script. We'll see how close the period just comes. I wasn't even looking at the period. I just simply circularized. And get yourself on there. You can do it, probe. It's just oscillating her. There it goes. We'll see how close this comes, because I wasn't even looking at the period. I'm simply circularizing. Should be pretty close to 2 days, but well, I'm sure we'll have to tweak it a little bit. Get a little closer here. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and go. This saves a bit of time. All right, and overdid it by 28 seconds. But considering I wasn't even looking, I can't complain about that. Let's put that on prograde. Put this thrust limiter again at 0.5. Harry on the chat saying that he's been experimenting today with McJeb. And I completely get why people use McJeb, because you do, I mean, I'm doing a lot of automation here. Here, Here, let's just do this. I overshot by 1 second. What the heck? Was this at 0.5? Yeah. And there are tasks that just start to become repetitive with time. So it's nice to be able to do some automation with them. And not everybody's going to be into coding and working with KOS. I kind of find it fun, but it certainly isn't for everybody. So I completely get why McJeb is something that is so popular. Okay, let's see. Do I need one more line? There we go. There is our Minmus Relay network all ready for people to come and start exploring with Minmus. What are those? These are lines coming from interplanetary probes. Oh my goodness, but but exploring Minmus and getting our Kerbals into space, that's all going to have to be for next week. Remember, there is not a stream on Monday. I'm going to be busy on the Monday. I'll put an announcement on YouTube to that effect. So we'll see you all again, hopefully, on Thursday. So thanks, everybody. I hope you had a good time, and we'll see you all next week. See ya.